Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at... Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception.
What the fuck? Yes, man, it's crazy. I got to be at 4 in the morning. There's something going on with our towers, man. Whoa, whoa. We under fuck. Yeah. I gotta be there at 4 in the morning.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee.
No,
Nothing
bro,
like the
don't say you
fanfare of
did it, bro.
introductions to an
Man,
NFL
God.
game, and that was in.
Hey, man. But you know what? I hope it gonna do it now. For real, cause I hate to play 2 quarters. No, 3 quarters. And it does it, man. I swear, man. I'll be mad as hell, fool.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches into
Man, this is crazy.
doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On the ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip the team spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Perfect.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
80 weapons. Check. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come on, he ain't
Won't
even
be
blocking
close to
nobody.
First down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere
Slow
close.
motherfucker.
Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st down, Newman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Newman to Barkley on the check down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 20! They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line, but as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman.
No, I'm finna pick it. What the fuck? You know what? I can't be mad. Perry just doing what he do, man. He doing what he do. Damn, I'm finna fix that hole, man. What the fuck?
If you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off play action. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to
Damn,
me, it
good
seems
kick.
silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
That is how you flip field position.
I still thought that was at the
absolute
one.
bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Hey, 29 is Mike 29. Nice, we get it.
From the gun, Graves. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
A bit of yardage on the play,
No,
actually, and the hold
I
on
heard
to
of
the
the red
football as well.
Goddamn.
On
Out of
now is
bounds.
the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Oh.
Fielded at the 43. And he
Wow.
breaks free. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
All right, D, you got the hold, baby.
A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. They'll try and run forward with Barker.
Hiya.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throwing to start the drive.
Man, that was so crazy.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll give it here to his running
Get out
back.
the way, you.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh, 61 Matchbox Lights.
Operating from the gun. Graves, complete. Smith has
Yes,
it.
sir.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
I don't know why he even
He's
in the
gonna be
game.
stopped cold
Oh, my
behind
dude,
the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
218, chop.
From the gun, Graves. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Throwing on 1st down. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go. At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Graves. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Let's go.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math.
That's what I don't understand.
That's the first
How?
time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes.
What's the purpose of an X factor if it don't
So they feel like they've
freaking
got
work?
something really good going there.
One-on-one coverage.
Go there until the
X
defense makes an
factor.
adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now off here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're
They
on him quickly
disrespectful to
once
the
more.
line.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Disrespectful, man.
Down. 30 base.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Graves. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. His 1st down.
Oh, I was scared. I knew he was going to fumble.
1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off the play fake, Graves. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun.
Ah! Man, it's 3 people right there. He run right past him. Crazy. Oh, they cheated
So we've
me.
reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I really was mad because I was thinking about that man that was wide open for the touchdown.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And an Allen run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Newman. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
They cheated me. Look at I love Madden, bro. Madden is the best game ever.
Made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback.
5 people right there did not pick the ball up.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
Man, you don't usually miss that. Oh, dude, they're tall as hell.
Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Second and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Baby.
And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the
He's so slow, though. He's going to get caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about
okay, I should have.
He's taken down for a sack.
I didn't know if you had no time to get back there. I ain't want a chance, boy. You know how Madden, boy. They let you.
It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Graves. He's got Smith here. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
Brickstone, travel.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Get it.
And again this time to the tailback. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile,
give me my pass interference.
Shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 52. We want this.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Come on, do it, man.
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially,
I knew they were pinching, man.
Loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. For a right side here, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds.
I'm surprised he let him run. That's my rookie. That's my 86 speed. The only reason I'm playing is because he hidden develop.
Able to fight for about 4
Hopefully they give him some speed. Shit.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take charge.
Oh!
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
I sure thought you was going to pick it, but he thought it was perfect. Perfect pass on that one, though.
Extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Newman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Get the fuck out of that
defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Yeah, getting up in age, I see, boy.
Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got him, Coach. I see it. There you go right there, Coach. I see it. I got it.
They'll run with Barkley. He's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Give him a...
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Wow. I don't know who on that side, but...
Sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Newman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Graves. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
That's caught inside the
go, boy!
A huge play that time for the Rams. 66 yards.
Oh, we just got you talking about that, man. Man, crazy, bro. That man had 30, 40 yards damn near
want to make sure they have a chance to win
on that, man.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Off-play action. Newman. And this is going to be intercepted.
Mama, that's that man.
Picked by Kevin
Mama, there go that man.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
And they still don't want to give me a first for my boy, man. I need a first for my boy, man.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return.
That boy old as shit too, boy. He still got it though.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good game. Take my ass to fucking bed.